Yeah, tell us, what's your name? Pete?
Pete, born in Bournemouth,
Yeah.
although I haven't lived here all my life. Moved away in my 20s. But I'm glad I did move away because it made me appreciate what Bournemouth is as a place, really.
Yeah.
Because I think if you've always lived in one place for all your life, you take it for granted.
Yeah, I get that.
But we got married, we moved away to Manchester, lived there for 6 years, very different experience. We had a great time there. And then we just decided on a whim almost to come back here. We were overlooking the sea at the Russell Coates Museum, and Kath said, "Oh, you feel very much at home here." And I said, "Yeah, I do." And she said, "Why don't we move back here?" And it was, wow, it was lovely. But I love the history of Bournemouth. I love, it's changed obviously hugely since I was a kid, since I grew up.
Yeah.
I even like looking at, you take those two buildings there. You've got a house there that was possibly 1920s, 1910, and then this ugly looking modern building, and then on the other side another modern building. So I'm kind of thinking, how is it that house is really old and those are modern? How did it come about? I found it fascinating to understand that. And then these gardens, I never really walked through it as a kid. It's only probably in the last 10 or 15 years that we've walked through, Kathy and I, as adults.
Yeah. They're very lovely.
Yeah, very lovely, right in the town centre. And if you go all the way to Coy Pond, of course, my brother famously fell in Coy Pond when he was a small child. I'm 58 now. Well, 59 today, of course.
Yes,
59 today. Thank you. So yeah, the town has changed a lot. Some of it is just reflects the way society has changed, and some of it is special to Bournemouth. Big department stores like Beale's have closed down and gone out, and the town is in that state of transition. We were walking past Beale's and seeing where they're building new student accommodation. So that's turning the town from retail into accommodation again, which is what it would have been in the 19th century.
What else has changed about the town in the last 50 years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously really much more multicultural, of course, compared to when we were growing up. I grew up near Charminster Road, which is great now. You have so many, because it's a large student population, there's so many different eating places from all over the world. When I grew up it was very traditional, so that's changed a lot. When I was a teenager it was mainly just language school students who were from abroad, but now you've got people from all different places, and it's great. It's a great, I think it's a really vibrant place to live, and being near the sea, but it's at that tipping point now. They say wars and pandemics don't create new trends, they just accelerate trends that were already there. And so, the move to home working, the move to sort of a much more virtual online way of life, it just got accelerated over the last couple of years. And Bournemouth Town Centre, there's people who are nostalgic for how it used to be, but actually it was, when you had traffic going right through the square and up and down Richmond Hill and Christchurch Road, it was noisy and smelly and dirty. So actually it might have had a vibrancy, but it was not a great place to shop. Exactly. Everything's always better in the past. It's always whenever the person was younger themselves. But I still like living here, and we brought our kids up. They've now left home, and I'm glad that they had the experience of living here in such a beautiful part of the world. Great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. It's always nice to sit and talk about yourself. It's someone's favourite subject.
Do you,
Yesterday was a bit chilly.
Thank you so much. I can send it to you if you want. Okay, sure.